Okay. What's up, YouTube? Broderick here. And today, we're going to be responding to a video from a YouTube channel called It's Chow Time. And so, you know, he's doing a response video to this, I think it's a TikTok. Don't quote me on that because it might not be a Twitch. It might not be a fucking TikTok. But he's doing a response, and I'm responding to his response in regards to what's being said by this creature in the video. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the moment. I'm gonna pull this video up on the phone. I'm gonna let it play. And we're just gonna let this video play. Let's go to that. I was about to say, this is an old video. Okay, there it is. Turn that volume up. And for those of you watching this video, you might be wondering, Broderick, why don't you just edit this into the video?
YouTube Music Premium is an experience that gives you complete control of your music, so you can listen without ads.
It's funny how they just don't give you a choice. You're just faced with these things. I do not. You know what? No, it's for red. I think we'll let the ad play. It's just an ad about YouTube Music anyway. And so I'm gonna let this video play.
Download unlimited music for offline play and keep your songs playing in the background. Get YouTube Music Premium. Try 1 month free.
You're using with these women. Like, it's not just because they want flowers or whatever the fuck they want. As they say they want these things, and we do these things, and then we get shafted. And they're not the type of women we want anyways.
Yeah, there's other reason why I'm not,
They don't even want to be a wife. They don't even want to be a mom. Like, they just want a wedding. And they just want to be taken care of. This is exactly why.
Alright, that right there, what he just said. They do not want to be wives. Fred hit the point there on the head. They don't want to be wives. They want the status. They want the status of what it represents, without having to live with the consequences of what it entails. You know, the biggest indicator that this is the case, and the truth of the matter is, And y'all know I was gonna bring this up. Y'all know I was gonna bring this up. As of 2023, only 14% of the United States population of the opposite side of the sex are virgins. Now, my great country of America being the proud and Christian country that it purports itself to be, you would think it would be quite logical that that statistic would be higher. But it's only at 14% in America, the most developed country in the country of developed history. How is it? How is it the case that in the historical context that primitive civilizations were more successful at maintaining a virginity rate higher than the modern standards of today's recorded declaration of chastity as it is to be recorded in our history at this time of recording? How is that possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. Because they do not want to be wives. Everything you see out here with a vagina between its legs has no effort or motivation to become a wife. If it was the case that they did want that, the virginity rate would be higher in this country. It would be higher. It would be high. It would be the highest that we known in all our recorded history. But the opposite is the case. They do not want to be wives. They don't. And you know, as men, we can walk away from that. Don't want to be wife? Okay, fine. A man can walk away from that entire circumstance. Yeah, as you'll see, you're gonna see in this video who gets the blame. You're gonna see in the video who gets the blame. You all are going to see. All right, let me continue this. Gotta make sure the video actually playing.
Want to be a mom. They just want a wedding. They just want to be taken care of. This is exactly why men that are playing for the other team have no fucking clue what the fuck's going on.
The men go, this is too much! We're going overseas! We're going overseas! You know what, sir? Good luck finding a woman overseas who's gonna...
Well, you know, I'm wrong. I do have some gay friends that know exactly how women are, because they have sisters that are very similar, are very modern sisters. So they kind of know what's up too. But men like this guy here...
to come back to this country and work to help pay your one-bedroom rent. Good luck! Because guess what? The women overseas, they want full providers and usually green cards. Good for them. They might not even like you. They just want a green card and they want you to provide. Go offices in our country, which by the way is the melting pot of the world. You can find anyone and everything here. It's a country of over 150 million women.
All right, let me pause that right there. Alright guys, as Red just pointed out, we not only getting shamed, we not only getting shamed from the opposite side of sex, we have the Twinkle Toads out here trying to tell us how our dick should go inside of a vagina. Let's not observe the fact that Twinkle Toes is spending his days sucking down another dude's dick as a comfortable preference of what he think sexual relations should be. Oh hell yeah, I was gonna bring it up. Bro, you was up there sucking more dick than a brothel in the fucking Grecian times. And you think you have the fucking authority to go around telling us where our dick should be going. Sir, you're not gonna be fucking making children. You are a genetic fucking failure. You don't have any pace or space in saying where reproductive functions should be happening in any level, scape, or form. And it's not because you're a genetic failure. It's because the fact that you don't accept that you're a fucking man. You want to play pretend like you got a pussy between your legs. You want to pretend like your asshole can be facilitated for the function of a pussy. It cannot. And not only that, you want to lead all the rest of us to believe that it can be that as the case. You got more fucking cream going down your esophagus than any other individual of the opposite side of the sex does. And look, there are a lot of individuals in the adult side of the industry on the opposite side of the sex who get paid to take cream pies to the face. And even they ain't coming as close as you is, Twinkle Toes. So please, calmly, go somewhere, learn how to accept being a man, and then maybe you could be considered as a valued opinion when it comes to where men, and in this specific qualification, black men should be sticking their dick inside of. Oh, but this Mr. Sugar Hands is gonna get he gonna get worse in this video. So, you know, for all y'all who want this to stop, it doesn't get better. This is gonna get worse. It's gonna be a reoccurring theme throughout this video, unfortunately. Spoiler alert. He's delusional. But you know, he drunk the Kool-Aid. So what did y'all expect? I can't stall this out anymore. So here we go. What the? YouTube fucking it up. Come on, play the video.
And you can't find the women here. Some of them work. They don't even want full providers. They just want you to be nice, kind, thoughtful, put in a little bit of effort.
Oh, and 6 foot, 6 inches, 6-pack, you know, and wealthy. Like, again, this guy has no clue what the market is.
If that's too much for you, if you're unable to find your girl in this country with over 150 million women, maybe you're the problem.
It doesn't have to do with the numbers. It has to do with the type of women, the type of fish that are here. It's just tilapias everywhere, bro. I want a marlin. I want a big ass fucking, bluefin tuna. Alright? And I gotta go to Japan or Asia, those seas over there, and start fishing over there to get me a bluefin. I'm tired of tilapias, bro. They're plain tasting. And kind of disgusting, really, though.
He has made some valid points, but he forgot a very important detail. In those countries, a man is expected to fully provide for women, but in return, he will get a full traditional woman, a woman who lives a different lifestyle and will most likely be a great wife. But when you look at modern women, they still want you to be fully traditional men, but they aren't bringing traditional values themselves.
Nope.
Make it make sense. First off, the problem in today's dating is that modern women want a traditional man without them being traditional women. They view submission to a man as something negative. So yes, I don't blame men for going to other countries to find a woman that is raised to be submissive and traditional.
That picture looks very familiar. I think this person comments on my section too.
I would have done the same thing if I never found one here, but I did. It's hard to find traditional love in a hookup generation.
This is true.
If a man wants to go overseas and find wife, I don't see a problem with that. What I don't understand, why do some women waste their time being mad or angry with a person who don't want them? Maybe if that man want to go overseas and get a wife, let him.
Damn right.
Yes, those countries have those requirements of men because those women are raised to meet every requirement of a proper wife in the ways that those men value. I see his point, but I also see the other side. Finding a good traditional woman is getting harder and harder. Plus also the dating scene isn't as friendly as it once was. Both sides aren't really on the same page right now.
Alright, let me pause the video right here, guys.
This issue will continue.
100%.
Besides, I really don't understand.
It's that game of how much resources can I get for the least amount of sex to give you, and us is how much resources, the least amount of resources I can give and still get that sex. It's just a battle of those two wills.
Alright, I had to pause it right there because I wanted to comment on this. The American dating landscape is pathetic. Within only 1 century, this country has went from the requirement for virginity to validate the essence of courtship to an absolute cesspool, if I could use the metaphor there, to represent how much is willing to engage in the courtship of an individual of the opposite side of the sexual dynamic. Now, men get blamed a lot. We get blamed a lot for why this is the case. And there's a very huge lack of acknowledgement on the opposite side of the case for the spectrum with regards to these sexual dynamics and how they play out is arose within the integral part of the operation in day-to-day environment in which these social interactions transpire. I.e., there's a huge lack of accountability when it comes to the different perspectives on the range and how these things occur. But it's quite clear. If you want to be able to be took in a respective and serious aspect, and when regards to courtship is undertaken, you have to meet all of those qualifications for the courtship to commence. And herein lies the problem as this aspect presents itself as a phenomenon. no virginity is being had. You can't start any type of form of courtship if individuals in part of the sincerity of the aspects in these qualifications have no trust. And how can you trust someone who can't even withhold sexual access for their husband? It's a fool's folly. It's like trying to trust a gambler with the United States Treasury Fund. Yeah, sure, it's possible that the gambler isn't gonna spend all the money at the casino, but is it probable? And you know, I don't engage in these things. Like I don't interact in that way, in such form. So, you know, this is not an allegory for any type of intervention needed or anything, because you know, they think the worst of you in society when you have a different deposition than the societally accepted roles placed upon you. Oh, there's a bus. I don't know, maybe I'll continue this video. Maybe I'll finish this response in another video, but I gotta get ready to get on home, guys.
Route 8, Warren to Telegraph.
Guys, I don't know, I might make a part 2 to this response, because what Red is saying is very insightful, and as you can see, I had to stop and pause multiple times in this video because there are certain things that need to be pointed out. There will be a continuation of this. You know, maybe in the weekend I'll get the time and upload the finished version of this. But this is something I do want to have more of a discussion on, because it just doesn't get talked about.